On the CBS reality series The Amazing Race, we're used to seeing contestants race around the world. But for one Globetrotter, he just completed some amazing marathons. About a month ago, David Kilgore did 7 marathons across 7 continents over the course of 7 days.
Oh, News 6's Candace Campos recently talked to him over Zoom. He lives in New York. He's originally from Palm Bay, though. And based on his recap of the World Marathon Challenge, it's safe to say he is proud to represent his home state.
Were you always an avid runner? When did you get the itch that you're like, wait, I kind of like this and I'm actually pretty good at it?
Actually, I kind of randomly got pulled into it at a young age, so I was super lucky in that area. My coach Doug Butler, he coaches at Satellite High School now. We started working together when I was about 11 or 12 years old, and I feel like what he curates with those young kids is just incredible. I feel like he really brings in the spirit of hard work, but also keeps it so light and fun that it's super inspiring and fun at a young age. So it really gives you the itch for running.
Why did you decide to do this challenge?
Yeah, so I feel like what I do is a mixture of professional running and I feel like traditional racing scene in the trail and ultra running world. But then also I feel like I do a lot of adventure racing. So I feel like I'm always looking for the next challenge, looking for the next fun thing that really sparks my interest. And I saw my buddy Mike Wardian do this race a handful of years ago, and I was like, wow, that looks like the ultimate adventure. So basically you first apply to the World Marathon Challenge and shoot your shot, pitch yourself in. If you get in, you basically pay a fee, which is an all-inclusive fee for the entirety of the trip. I actually don't train, I feel like, too differently than doing a regular marathon for a lot of these. Just some, I feel like, crazier long runs, but other than that, I feel like just money in the bank of marathon training day in and day out. We all left from South Africa together in Cape Town to do the first marathon at a base, Russian base in, it's called Novo in Antarctica. Then we tossed it back to Cape Town in South Africa, over to Perth in Australia, Dubai for Asia, Madrid for Europe, Fortaleza for South America and northern Brazil. And then ended it in Florida, which is epic, in South Beach in Miami. So yeah, it was the best homecoming, especially for myself, being a Florida native. So it was amazing to end there with all my friends and family at the beach. We flew on this more Antarctic type plane that was pretty raw to get to Antarctica, and then the rest of the time we were on one plane. It was a charter flight through the rest of the 6 locations.
So you have to pack all these different, I'm assuming different gear for all the different weather that you had to yo-yo back and forth from, right?
Yeah, for sure. So basically we all had carry-on bags and then also one bag to check. Mm-hmm. So each time we'd get to a new continent, we'd grab our bag from just regular protocol going through an airport. So just pick up your bag. But before we left, each time we'd pack our new gear and our carry-on and change on the plane. So when we got off the plane, we were just ready to go to the start line, light it up, and then hang around for a few hours and then go back to the airport.
If you had to pick your favorite marathon, which one was it?
I got to keep Florida on the brain. The Miami Marathon. This is close to heart. The crowd was the biggest there. All the people that I was traveling with all week long, all their friends and families were there. They flew in from all over the place, and the same for me. I had tons of friends and family there. So the start line and the whole race, it was midnight or 1 a.m. It was just packed with people, and you could just feel the love and the energy. So it was super, super exciting.
Wow.
He's so casual about it all.
Yes, you never know. And he says he doesn't know what the next challenge will be just yet. He is very familiar with the Space Coast Marathon. He's hoping to make it back in November for that.
As far as his day job, the 31-year-old works in sports marketing, but his main focus is running. And by the way, to take on a challenge like this, you can imagine you need quite the music playlist to go with it. So David shared his Spotify list with us. You can find that in this web story on clickorlando.com. I think I would need more than a playlist to make it through that.
It's probably really good.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.